Located in Oak Cliff, Texas, legend has it there was a young girl riding her bike on the Combs Creek Bridge and was ran over by a train when she didn't see nor hear the train coming. It is said she now roams the street at night riding a bike. Many residents claim they are able to hear a ring of a bell that is like that of a bike. There is also another story of a little girl said to have drowned in the creek there, and she also roams the street. But they aren't the first people to have died there. Nowadays, reports say many people have died in car crashes at night passing through the street, where the driver mysteriously loses control of the vehicle or crashes into an incoming car.
Reindeer Manor in Red Oak, Texas. There was a two-story wooden house built on the property by owner James Sharp. James Sharp was a Texas oil pioneer and banker. He often worked with Howard Hughes Sr., who was an American businessman. They co-owned the Sharp Hughes Tool Company. In 1910, James Sharp rented the home to a Swedish immigrant family. Later years passed, and in 1915, lightning struck the house, setting it ablaze and killing everyone in the house. Sharp rebuilt the home, and determined to make it fireproof, he constructed the house from brick and steel. He wanted to keep the newly rebuilt home for his family. Tragically, Sharp died before the house was complete. Some say he was shot by his mistress, and others say he shot himself. But all say it happened in the room of his house in Oak Cliff, Texas, while his family was vacationing in New York. Cause of death by coroner was determined to be 2 to 3 ounces of brain matter loss. Sharp's eldest son, Matt, moved to the manor. He ran a successful farming operation in which he would sell crops at a local farmer's market. In 1929, the Sharp family became impoverished due to the Great Depression. Matt could not deal with the stress of financial issues, therefore he hung himself in the barn on Reindeer Manor's property. To this day, some people say they can hear screaming in the barn. During cold winter nights, some say they see James Sharp roaming around the manor with his son Matt. Lots visit every year during the time of Halloween to visit the haunted manor. They recently have turned the place into a haunted house, but more people visit for the history of the manor. Boo.
William Brown Miller and his slaves built a temporary log cabin for Miller to live in. After the mansion's construction was complete in 1861, the cabin was given to the slaves for shelter. The mansion is a two-story home that is said to be haunted. Visitors and volunteers claim to have seen apparitions and felt cold spots. The apparition could be Minerva Miller, who died while giving birth. If asked, the staff of Dallas Heritage Village will not confirm or deny the haunting.
Legend says that after a friendly high school football game, some friends were driving fast on a country road. They came close to a narrow bridge, one over the Trinity River. Suddenly, there was a car coming head-on. They collided both, ending up in flames and into the river. Since then, the road has been closed. Others say that it was 6 Arlington girls that were coming home from a girls' night out. They took a country road to get home fast, but ended up dying. They never saw that the bridge was not there, as there is no clear signs showing the road, but you can find bricks dispersed throughout the field, the ones that used to hold the bridge. Now, there was a bridge nearby, and that the story has been changed. This other bridge has been gated, and is also named the Screaming Bridge, but now only has signs to keep trespassers away. People say they hear kids scream at night. Others say that they cry. Others say that they hear specifically only the girls crying and screaming. Since then, people visit every night.
The Majestic Theater in Dallas, Texas is located at 1925 Elm Street and was designed by the famous Chicago architect John Everson. The Majestic was the most impressive of a number of theaters throughout the United States. By the late 1970s, all of the establishments on Elm Street but the Majestic had been demolished. In 1932, the theater began showing movies exclusively. With the July 16, 1973 final showing of the movie Live and Let Die, the Majestic Theater quote-unquote went dark. In 1977, the elegant edifice became the first Dallas building added to the National Register of Historical Places. In 1983, its import was recognized through the Texas Historical Commission. As one would expect with a building nearing a century in age, reports have been made that would indicate a haunting of this historical showplace. Odd fragrances, backdrops that move unexpectedly, and phone lines that light up though no one is calling have been cited as evidence of a haunted presence. On several instances, a single light bulb in a circuit containing other lights in the balcony have been said to suddenly illuminate. These and other strange occurrences have been accredited to none other than Carl St. John, who passed away on the premises in 1967, but whose spirit is said to still linger in the theater he so loved. Joy Tipping, a writer for the Dallas Morning News, reported that her particular office had an unfathomable chill. A door leading from the office to the theater, strangely, was often unlocked and open, though securely locked by her the evening before. She was finally informed by her boss that the office had been that of Carl St. John's, who used it as his personal entrance into the theater to check on performances.
Oh wait, I'm struggling. I have slides on. I have Ow!
Look at those corn. What?
No, that's not corn. I don't know.
Move up the shot. Why would you wear slides? What the heck?